I've been asking him for like a year or more to go get his name off my bank account. And he went in one day and didn't tell me, took his name off all of my accounts and closed the family business account, which I had been keeping open so I could get records pulled and all that. I went to log into the business account. And it's like, there's not an account. I'm like, what?
Janelle just revealed a jaw-dropping detail about her split from Kody, and it's the kind of tea we didn't see coming. For over a year, she'd been asking him to remove his name from her bank accounts, but instead of a heads up, Kody went rogue. He not only took his name off her accounts, but also shut down the family business account, one Janelle had kept open to access important records. When she tried to log in, the account was gone, leaving her stunned. Fans immediately took to Reddit to unpack the drama, with one user pointing out Kody closed the account before Janelle could, and it feels like a power move. Others speculated this was his way of retaliating after Janelle moved without telling him, a clear sign their relationship was truly over. The comments section exploded with reactions, from empathetic supporters to those questioning Janelle's delay in cutting financial ties. One fan shared, "As someone who went through a divorce, just open a new account and close the old one. Don't wait for a petty ex." Another called it straight-up financial abuse, adding, "Being in a relationship with a narcissist can make it hard to see the truth, but Janelle's eyes are finally open." The consensus? Kody's actions reek of control and retaliation, especially after Janelle's bold move to leave without his input. This isn't the first time Kody's behavior has raised eyebrows. Remember when Christine boxed up his stuff and he acted blindsided? Now, it seems Janelle's independence has hit a nerve. Fans are loving her growth, with one commenter noting, "He's used to bullying these women into doing what's convenient for him, and now he's furious they're not playing by his rules." The drama doesn't stop there. Some are even speculating about Robyn's role in all of this, wondering if Kody's actions are a desperate attempt to regain control. Joint bank accounts can be set up in two ways, either as Kody and Janelle, where both parties must sign off on major actions like closing the account, or as Kody or Janelle, where either person can make decisions unilaterally. In Kody and Janelle's case, it seems their account was set up as or, allowing Kody to shut it down without her approval. This raises serious questions about Janelle's financial awareness. Why didn't she secure hard copies of all their financial records before things went south? Why did she trust Kody for so long, especially when his favoritism toward Robyn has been glaringly obvious for years? Speaking of Kody, this isn't just about money. It's about control. For years, he's been prioritizing Robyn while neglecting Janelle and the other wives. Janelle may have finally realized she needs to protect herself, but her lack of urgency in securing financial records is baffling. Fans are scratching their heads, wondering why she didn't download or print everything before leaving Flagstaff. It's almost as if the entire family operates in a constant state of chaos, with no one taking proactive steps to safeguard their futures. And let's not forget the audience's reaction. Fans are furious, calling out Janelle for what they see as a lack of common sense. Some are even questioning her reputation as the business-minded wife, pointing out how she's repeatedly given into Kody's manipulative behavior. Could it be that Janelle wouldn't have left Kody at all if their lives weren't so public? The theories are endless, but one thing's for sure, this family's lack of urgency and foresight is beyond frustrating. Despite the mess, there's still hope for justice. If you've ever dealt with joint bank accounts, you know how messy they can get, especially when things go south. But when it comes to Janelle and Kody, it's not just messy, it's a full-blown financial soap opera. Now, let's talk about this whole bank account situation. If an account doesn't specifically say "and" in the title between two names, either person can typically access the funds. Meaning, one person can drain the entire account, no questions asked, and let's just say that possibility isn't sitting well with some people. I was about ready to pull out my own bank statement just to double-check, because honestly, the way things are playing out, it makes you wonder. Janelle's been handling this the way most of us would, avoiding a whole production at the bank. Instead of going in herself, she sends her husband, lets him handle it, and moves on with her day. But now, well, now she might want to rethink that strategy. Because here's the kicker, this whole situation is common. Banks usually see joint account funds as fair game for either party, but what if one person decides to take more than their fair share? What if the money isn't split fairly? And what if, let's just say, someone cough Kody cough, decides to take it all, some fans are convinced that's exactly what's happened. And let's just say, they're not holding back. He stole the money, one comment bluntly put it. Hope she kept the last amount in there. Others are wondering if he even had the right to close the account without her there. And then, of course, there's the other burning question. When is someone finally going to step up and shut this whole circus down? Fans are tired of waiting for something to happen. One person summed it up perfectly. I'm waiting for the day when one of Janelle's sons knocks the ever-living crap out of him. That would be a wonderful finale. And honestly, that might be the dramatic ending this saga deserves, because at this point, Kody isn't just an ex-husband. He's officially earned the title of despicable father, trifling thief, and overall menace to the family. It's honestly impressive how he manages to get worse every single day. And yet, Janelle, Kody, Meri, and Robyn are all still sitting in the middle of this mess, dragging their feet like they've got all the time in the world. Meanwhile, Christine, she's been done. She handled her business, left, and is out living her best life. The rest of them still stuck in this endless, drawn-out drama. So what's the holdup? What are we waiting for? Seriously. What are we doing? What do you think about Kody closing the account? And more importantly, why does Janelle still have his name on hers? Is there more to the story than meets the eye? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. I've got plenty more coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video or down in the comments. For 2 decades, the family pooled their money together, thinking it was for the greater good. But, surprise, surprise, Kody and Robyn had other plans. Last week, Janelle casually mentioned that Kody was out here spending money like he had an unlimited trust fund. But this week, she dropped the real bombshell. She didn't realize Kody and Robyn had completely switched up how they managed the family finances until it was too late. And let's be real, that was not an accident. Now, of course, Robyn took zero accountability and flat out lied in this week's episode, acting like the money situation was totally fair. She even had the audacity to claim she contributed just as much as the other wives, which, let's be honest, nobody's buying. And while we can all agree that Kody is the reason the family fell apart, Robyn played a huge part in that downfall. She kept saying she wanted a plural family, but every single move she made was about securing Kody for herself, and it worked. Australian viewers say their version of the show included Janelle dropping a bombshell to Meri. She had repeatedly asked Kody to remove his name from her personal bank account. When he finally did, she discovered that, without telling her, he had also shut down their family business account. She only found out when she went to access records and realized the entire account was gone. Let that sink in. An entire business account vanished. Meanwhile, Meri looked stunned. And honestly, same, because this part was completely missing from what aired in the US. Instead, in our version, all we got were vague hints. Janelle expressed that she felt like Kody was up to something and worried about how their assets, like Coyote Pass, would be divided. There was no mention of Kody actually having access to her accounts, let alone shutting them down. Instead, we saw Kody being flippant about money, saying, "I had 18 kids and Janelle doesn't need to know what I was doing with this money." Oh, really? Because in the Australian version, Kody and Janelle apparently had never admitted to having a joint account together. Ever. Which begs the question, if they were financially separate, why did Kody have access to her funds? This just further confirms what many have suspected. Kody was in full control of the family finances, and the show's producers may have conveniently edited out key details to protect him. But protect him from what? Allegations of fraud? Money laundering? Maybe even an FBI investigation? Because, let's be real, closing a business account and making money disappear without telling your partner is shady at best and illegal at worst. Now, the big question, why was this bombshell edited out in the US? Who's pulling the strings to keep Kody's financial dealings under wraps? And most importantly, where did the missing money go? Because the way this is looking, the real tea isn't just about failed relationships anymore. It's about money, deception, and a potential financial scandal that runs way deeper than we thought. Kody's alleged actions have triggered a serious legal drama, and we need to break down exactly what's going on and why this might be the end of the road for a business partnership already on the rocks. So here's the deal. I'm going to break it down for those who might still be confused. Kody allegedly had access to business accounts shared with other members of a company. The thing is, under federal law, he didn't have the right to take all of the money from that account. In fact, it's described as embezzlement, the fraudulent appropriation of property by someone who is entrusted with it. Unlike regular theft, where the original taking is unlawful, in embezzlement, the property came into the defendant's hands legally, but then they allegedly took it for their own use. In Kody's case, he got the money legally, but then, allegedly, he converted it fraudulently and used it for personal gain. Ouch! What makes this even worse? To prove embezzlement, prosecutors need to show that the person acted with the intent to deprive the owner of their property. And according to the details, Kody allegedly set up this whole trust just to do exactly that: take the money and leave his business partners, Janelle and Mary, high and dry. This isn't just a case of poor judgment. This is a specific intent crime under the law, meaning Kody allegedly knew exactly what he was doing when he took those funds. Now, let's get into what happens next. We're talking about serious penalties here. Up to 10 years in federal prison if he's charged with embezzlement. But that's not all. When you're talking about hidden money, there's often a secondary charge of money laundering. That's when you try to hide or disguise illegally obtained funds, making it look like the money came from a legal source. So if Kody allegedly took that money from the business account and then stashed it in a different bank, maybe through a shell company or trust, that's classic money laundering, and that could add another 20 years in prison to his sentence. Now, if you're wondering just how serious this is, yeah, this is no slap on the wrist. Embezzlement and money laundering are both white-collar crimes with huge consequences. This is exactly why I've been saying over and over again, these are serious offenses, not something to brush off. This isn't just about a shady business deal. It's about betrayal and criminal charges that could change everything. And here's the kicker. Janelle was the one who really broke it down when she said, "This is the dissolution of a business. The trust is gone, the money's allegedly gone, and the partnership, well, it's definitely on the brink of collapse. It's a mess, and there's a lot more to come as this case unfolds." So, yeah, folks, this isn't some minor business mix-up. We're talking about legal trouble that could have life-changing consequences for everyone involved. Also, remember when Kody Brown was out here claiming he and Robyn were strapped for cash, crying broke, and saying they couldn't afford to buy out Janelle and Mary's share of Coyote Pass? Yeah, well, plot twist. Because less than a year later, they suddenly had $420,000 to drop on a house. Where did that money magically appear from? Buckle up, because if the latest tea is true, Kody might have pulled a straight-up heist on the family business account. Allegedly, Kody first removed himself from Janelle's account, essentially cutting ties financially. But the real drama kicked off when he retaliated by closing their shared business account entirely. This wasn't just any account, it was the main pot of money for the whole family. The same account where all their TLC earnings from sister wives were pooled together. According to sources, Kody shut it down, wiped the funds, and left Janelle and Mary with nothing. The only two people with access to whatever money was left? Kody and Robyn. Now, here's where things get real messy. That business account was tied to Kody Brown Family Entertainment LLC, the company handling their sister wives' paychecks. This money was supposed to be divided up among the wives, yes, including Janelle and Mary, because at the time, they were still part of the show. But with Kody allegedly draining the account, Janelle and Mary were completely shut out of their own earnings. And here's the kicker. This explains exactly where Kody and Robyn suddenly got the money for that massive home purchase. Because remember, in mid-2023, Kody was swearing up and down that he and Robyn couldn't afford to buy out Janelle and Mary's share of Coyote Pass. But by 2024, boom. $420,000 magically appears for a down payment. The math is mathing a little too well, don't you think? If this is true, it means Kody didn't just play dirty. He financially wiped out his ex-wives and secured the bag for himself and Robyn. And if you think Janelle and Mary are just going to take that lying down, think again. Looks like Kody and Robyn Brown weren't just keeping their marriage together. They might have been running a whole financial hustle behind the scenes. Allegedly, of course. But the receipts? Oh, they're messy. It all starts in May 2022, when Kody and Robin formed Dabsark Entertainment LLC, which, let's be real, already sounds sketchy. Not long after, they quietly shut down Kody Brown Family Entertainment LLC, the company tied to Sister Wives, which originally included Kody, Robin, Janelle, Mary, and Christine. Coincidence? Or the first step in a larger scheme? Because just when you think it ends there, they go and form another company, RBHK LLC. And this is where things start getting real suspicious. Turns out, RBHK LLC's agent is Whitestone Trust, a trust Kody and Robin conveniently set up in September 2023. And guess who benefits from this trust? Only Kody and Robin. Not Janelle, not Mary, just them. The working theory? They were secretly moving money into this trust, allegedly embezzling funds from Sister Wives, while making sure no one else could touch a single dollar. And here's where things get even juicier. By fall 2024, Kody and Robin magically had $420,000 to drop on a house. Where did this money come from? According to county records, they closed on the home on October 24, 2024, signing under Whitestone Trust. Not only that, but the mortgage is also in the trust's name, meaning they legally separated this house from any connection to the other Sister Wives. So, let's connect the dots. Sister Wives brings in money. Kody and Robin allegedly siphon that money into RBHK LLC. That money gets transferred into Whitestone Trust. Boom. Brand new house, and no one else can claim a dime of it. If this is true, then Kody didn't just mismanage business funds, he straight up laundered them. Had they not allegedly pulled off this little financial maneuver, there's no way they could have afforded their new home. So, was this just smart financial planning, or did Kody and Robin pull a fast one on the entire family? Because if these numbers check out, they might have just turned Sister Wives into their own personal piggy bank and left Janelle and Mary out in the cold.